My Marine Corps color is red.
My Marine Corps color is red.
It shows the world the blood we shed.
It shows the world the blood we shed.
And my Marine Corps color is blue.
My Marine Corps color is blue.
It shows the world that we are true.
It shows the world that we are true.
And my Marine Corps color is green.
My Marine Corps color is green.
It shows the world that we are made.
Shows the world that we are made.
Singing Laura de Nayo.
Laura Leo,
Love died to you.
Leo,
Hallelujah.
Laura Leo.
We love to double time.
We love to double time.
We do it all the time.
We do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give me some.
Give me some.
PT.
PT.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for me.
Good for me.
Give me some.
Give me some.
Rock hard.
Rock hard.
PT.
PT.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, hey, Army.
Hey, Army.
Hey, 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 Army.
Hey, Army.
Get off your tanks and follow me.
Get off your tanks and follow me.
I am Marine Corps Infantry.
I am Marine Corps Infantry.
Hey, hey, Navy.
Hey, Navy.
Hey, 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 Navy.
Hey, Navy.
Get off your ships and follow me.
Get off your ships and follow me.
I am Marine Corps Infantry.
I am Marine Corps Infantry.
Hey, hey, Air Force.
Hey, Air Force.
Hey, 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 Air Force.
Hey, Air Force.
Get off your planes and follow me.
Get off your planes and follow me.
I am Marine Corps Infantry.
I am Marine Corps Infantry.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Marching in today's parade are the graduated Marines from Company E. Recruit training comprises subjects required to produce basic Marines who function effectively in garrison, are trained in rudimentary individual field and combat skills, and practice the personal and professional traits which distinguish them as Marines. Examples of these traits are discipline, the achievement of a stated discipline which assures respect for authority, instant willing obedience to orders, and the self-reliance to maintain or improve those traits which exemplify a Marine. Military bearing, consistently demonstrating military presence and personal awareness, as well as proper wearing and maintenance of uniforms. Esprit de corps, acquiring the common spirit of the Marine Corps that inspires enthusiasm, devotion, pride, initiative, teamwork, aggressiveness, determination, moral courage, integrity, camaraderie, and the burning desire to work with and for others towards excellence and common goals. For the Marines of Company E, today marks the end of a 12-week recruit training cycle. They have marched countless miles at Camp Pendleton and on this parade deck, and have been trained as all Marines as basic riflemen. In addition, due to the intensive physical training program, their strength and endurance have doubled since their arrival aboard the recruit depot. They are Marines, qualified to take their places in the ranks of the world's finest fighting organization. The next portion of the parade will be the presentation of the colors, followed by our national anthem. Gentlemen wearing hats, please remove them in observance of our national anthem. Will the guests please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Following the command, parade rest, the parade adjutant will give the command sound off, which signals the band to parade forward the assembled Marines while playing military marching music.
Round up!
The parade adjutant now presents the assembled command to the commander of troops.
Sir, parade is formed.
San Diego! All present are accounted for! Survey! 2025! All present are accounted for!
Survey! 2029! All present are accounted for! Sir, all present are accounted for.
How was the order?
Attention to order! Headquarters, Marine Corps Crew Depot, San Diego, California, 27 October 2006. Officer of the day today is Captain Callahan. Officer of the day tomorrow is Captain Mitchell. By order of A. Salinas, Brigadier General, United States Marine Corps. Terminate! Officers! And two!
At the Command Officer Center March, all unit commanders and guidon bearers march to the front and center of formation. Historically, it is at this point that the commanding officers would issue the orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit leaders would face about, return to their units, and pass the information along to their Marines. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with our tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, we ask those men and women in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in showing our appreciation for their dedicated service to Corps and country. Thank you. Please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel Robert R. Scott, Commanding Officer, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, will now address the audience.
Good morning. Welcome to Echo Company's graduation ceremony. I would like to first extend a warm welcome to the Commanding Officer of the Recruit Training Regiment, Colonel Sinclair, to our Parade Reviewing Officer, Major General George Smith, United States Marine Corps retired, former Commanding General of the 3rd Marine Division from 1976 to 1977, and former Superintendent of the Marine Military Academy. A warm welcome to Major General Orlo K. Steele, United States Marine Corps retired, and Brigadier General Walter J. Donovan, United States Marine Corps retired. I would also ask you to please join in a warm round of applause for the basic school reunions for classes 3 TAC 5-6 and 4 TAC 5-6. I would like to publicly recognize Staff Sergeant Joshua Gould from the 12th Marine Corps District, RS, Oregon, recruiting substation Medford, Oregon, who is responsible for recruiting our company honorman, David Jeffrey, PFC David Jeffrey. Staff Sergeant Gould is accompanied by his beautiful wife, Mrs. Gould, the parents, the father, Mr. Jeffrey, and his sister. To our distinguished guests and to our friends and family of our graduating Marines, welcome aboard and thank you for being here today. Over the past several months, these 502 men standing before you have undergone our nation's most demanding and rigorous military recruit training program. This training has provided them with military skills and has continually stressed what are now our core values of honor, courage, commitment. Most importantly, they have proven to themselves, to you, and to each other that they are worthy of carrying on the proud heritage that has been passed down by countless of thousands of Marines since 1775. Marines like Sergeant Major Dan Daly, a 2-time recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor, who said that he could not see how a man could spend his time to better advantage than in the Marines. Today, our nation's population has just passed 300 million. These 502 men standing before you are a small percentage of that population, but they are the best that America has to offer, because they have decided to serve a greater cause. Their average age is 18. They come from 11 different countries, from as far away as Russia, the Ukraine, China, El Salvador, and Mexico. Some from as close as 4 miles outside of the main gate at MCRD San Diego. 98.2% of them are high school graduates. 6 of them have college degrees. 3 of them decided to join the Marine Corps after serving in other branches of the United States military. It is my privilege to present to you 502 men who have earned the coveted title of United States Marine. Good morning, Marines. applause. You can tell by their response that they're extremely proud of their accomplishments here. And I know that you share in that sense of pride. Much of their success here at Recruit Training is a direct result of the moral values, character, and strength that you instilled in them while they were growing up. 6 weeks ago, our nation celebrated the 5th anniversary of the attacks of 9/11. This means that our nation has been on a war footing with an all-volunteer force for 5 years. I and the Marines and sailors of 2nd Battalion thank you for raising such great men, for supporting their decision to defend our nation during these challenging times, and most importantly, for being here today. The one thing that distinguishes the Marine Corps from all other organizations in the world is its recruit training program. The individual responsible for conducting that training is the legendary Marine Corps drill instructor. I can assure you that these drill instructors have done a phenomenal job. On a continual basis, they've exhibited the individual leadership, personal concern, and selfless devotion to duty that is essential for the successful accomplishment of the depot's most important mission. They have ensured that your Marine is indeed one of the few, one of the proud. If you've not already done so, at the conclusion of today's ceremony, please seek out your son's drill instructors and thank them for a job well done. Your words are of significant value and are greatly appreciated. Speaking of appreciation, I would like to direct your attention to the center of the reviewing stand where a very special group is seated. They know all too well the tremendous amount of effort and time that goes into making Marines, and their support is vital to our mission. I am referring to the friends and families of our Marines, drill instructors, and officers who conduct the training. Families like Mrs. Carrier, who volunteers time, even though she works and goes to school, for our key volunteer network. Ladies like Mrs. Ortega, who gave birth to the newest member of our family, Sophia, during this cycle, and Mrs. Henry, who gave birth to Joey during this cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, your support and your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. For that, you have our gratitude and our admiration. Thank you. Please excuse me while I address the Marines of Echo Company. Marines of Echo Company, I extend to you my personal and heartfelt congratulations for earning your place in America's premier military fighting force. However, greater challenges lie ahead. You must continue to exert your very best efforts while you undergo the additional training that will prepare you for service in the global war on terrorism. While you're at home on leave, you must remain physically fit and mentally sharp. And above all else, you must remain true to what are now your core values of honor, courage, commitment. After you've returned home and taken a few days of well-earned rest, I want you to seek out the individual whose hard work gave you the opportunity to wear the uniform today. I want you to find your recruiter, and I want you to thank him. Please bring along some friends whom you think have what it takes to complete this rigorous and demanding training and whom will benefit from it as you have. After all, why should you be the only one from your hometown who gets to have all of this fun? On behalf of all commanders, drill instructors, and support personnel aboard the depot, congratulations. We look forward to serving with you in the operating forces in the near future. May God bless you. May you have fair winds and following seas, and forever remain Semper Fidelis.
Now, taking his position in the reviewing area is today's Parade Reviewing Officer, Major General George W. Smith, United States Marine Corps, retired. He's accompanied by Colonel Robert O. Sinclair, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Regiment, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, California. General Smith enlisted in the Marine Corps Reserve in September 1943 and participated in the Okinawa Campaign in 1945. He was commissioned a Reserve Second Lieutenant in March 1949 and served as a platoon leader with the 6th Infantry Battalion, United States Marine Corps Reserve. In March 1951, General Smith completed the basic course at Marine Corps Schools, Quantico, Virginia, and was transferred to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina as platoon leader, 2nd Tank Battalion, 2nd Marine Division. In April 1954, General Smith was reassigned to the 3rd Marine Division in Japan, serving as a company commander until February 1955, when he was ordered to the Korea as the Assistant Operations Officer with 1st Tank Battalion, 1st Marine Division. General Smith returned to the United States in May 1955 as a tactics instructor at the Basic School, Quantico, Virginia. Upon completion of the Amphibious Warfare School in June 1958, he was transferred to the 1st Marine Division, Camp Pendleton, California, as a Rifle Company Commander and Infantry Battalion S3 officer. In October 1959, he was reassigned to the 3rd Marine Division in Okinawa. Returning to the United States in February 1961, General Smith reported to Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. for duty as Operations and Training Officer, remaining there until July 1963, when he was assigned as Marine Officer Instructor, Northwestern University. In June 1966, General Smith became the G2 and G3 Advisor, Marine Corps Component, United States Naval Advisory Group, Korea, and in August 1968, he was ordered to the Republic of Vietnam for duty as a commanding officer, 1st Battalion, 9th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division, and later as the Division G3 officer. Upon returning to the United States in October 1969, he reported to Headquarters Marine Corps, Washington, D.C., and served as a Head Operations Branch, G3 Division. He attended the Army War College, completing the course in June 1971. When he was reassigned as a commanding officer of the Basic School in May 1973, General Smith became the District Director, 4th Marine Corps District. Following his advancements to Brigadier General on June 11, 1974, he was reassigned as the Director, Information Systems Support and Management Division, Headquarters Marine Corps. In June 1975, he assumed command of 1st Marine Brigade. He assumed duty as a Commanding General, 3rd Marine Division, Okinawa, Japan, in July 1976. General Smith served in this capacity until his retirement on August 1, 1977. General Smith's personal decorations include the Silver Star, the Legion of Merit with Combat V, the Navy Commendation Medal, and the Combat Action Ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for honors to Major General Smith. Thank you. Please be seated.
Sir, the credit's for. Cap. Order. Order! Out! Pass in review! Forward! March!
More than 1 million Marines have been trained here in the past 85 years and have departed San Diego for combat in conflicts around the world, including places whose names are immediately associated with Marine courage and dedication, names such as Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Busan, Incheon, Quezon, Hue City, Lebanon, Grenada, Panama, Kuwait, Somalia, and our current operations in Afghanistan and Iraq. This parade deck is rich in history and tradition, and no Marine trained here ever forgets its sights and sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of Troops, Captain C.T. Hall, and the battalion staff. Marine Band, San Diego Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, California, conducted by Staff Sergeant J.A. Payton, Enlisted Conductor, and Staff Sergeant A.J. Cox, Drum Major. Ladies and gentlemen, as the national flag passes directly in front of you, please rise. Series 2025 Series Commander, First Lieutenant S.J. Durso. Platoon 2025 Senior Drill Instructor, Gunnery Sergeant R. Smith. Platoon 2026 Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant L. Brotowski. Platoon 2027 Senior Drill Instructor, Sergeant C.A. Carrier. Series 2029 Series Commander, Captain D.S. Zerdy. Platoon 2029 Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant H. Ruano. Platoon 2030 Senior Drill Instructor, Staff Sergeant A. Macias. Platoon 2031 Senior Drill Instructor, Sergeant M. Swenson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Marines hymn. The Marine Corps' uniqueness and strength as an elite fighting force is directly attributable to magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers that train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in the recruits through their observance and relationship with their drill instructors and officers. Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, recruit training provides thousands of America's young men and women with the basic knowledge and skills to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high values and tough standards. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is make Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the young men graduating today, the long arduous journey of the last 12 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill our ranks, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideas and standards of the United States of America and United States Marine Corps. Although Company E prepares for their final dismissal from boot camp today, their initial training is not over. After a well-deserved 10 days of leave, these young men will report to the School of Infantry, Camp Pendleton, California, where they'll continue to be trained as an effective member of a Marine Rifle Squad. The intense initial training that every Marine undergoes is designed to instill the fundamental premise that every Marine is a rifleman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of the difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Chad T. Hall. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant William T. Sowers. The Marines and corpsmen standing in front of the platoons have spent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 3 months training your Marine. Drill instructor duty is extremely demanding and requires enormous personal sacrifice to accomplish the mission of making Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a warm round of applause for the officers, drill instructors, and company corpsmen of Company E. The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons. The guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit and are a source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon the Marines who display outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and enthusiasm, and were selected as platoon honormen. The honormen are recognized as being the most outstanding Marines in their platoons. The platoon honormen compete for titles of series and company honormen, who are considered the top men graduating today and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility in the Marine Corps. Upon retirement of the guidons, each honorman will receive a plaque from the Marine Corps Association's Leatherneck magazine and magazine for and about Marines. The guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors. The honormen will be presented their plaques by the commanding officer of 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Robert R. Scott, and assisted by Battalion Sergeant Major Timothy L. Chateau. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all the honormen have been introduced. The honorman from Platoon 2025 and also the series honorman is Private First Class Madison J. Jefferson from the Queen, Arkansas. He was recruited by Sergeant Montevideo from Recruiting Station Texarkana, Texas. The honorman from platoon 2026 is Private First Class Sean D. Morris from Las Cruces, New Mexico. The honorman from platoon 2027 is Private First Class Jeremiah J. Barnes from Glenwood, Iowa. The honorman from platoon 2029 is Private First Class Stuart A. Carboni from Mesquite, Nevada. The honorman from platoon 2030 is Private First Class Edwin A. Reyes Valereta from Los Angeles, California. The honorman from platoon 2031 and also this company honorman is Private First Class Daniel J. Jeffrey from Medford, Oregon. He was recruited by Staff Sergeant Guell from Recruiting Station, Medford, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorman of Company E.
Company First Sergeant. Senior drill instructor! Dismiss! Drill! Recruit!
The senior drill instructors will now dismiss their platoons. This will be the last order the new Marines receive from the drill instructors and probably the most welcome order they have received while in boot camp.